music. Like the spiritual ragas or something. Well,
Bhajan.
yeah, what was it? It was
Kirtans,
hmm?
kirtans, something like that.
Oh, the kirtan. And say they would ask if they could play before we started the meeting. So I remember they would play and everyone would get super like like blissful and stuff like that. Then I'd have to come up and say, okay, here's the bad news. Yeah, it's bad news to the head, really. Definitely, the head is never going to like non-duality. It just doesn't have much material to work with. Yeah, it really doesn't. Uh, I think the head would like more like everything like a Nike commercial. Just do it. Yeah. Some things like that. Just these never stop trying. What is that? Try, 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 and then you'll finally succeed. No, you won't. The darkest hours before the dawn. No. Even in AA, if you keep working for it, it's guaranteed to show up. In this case, no. You could do it with anything else, yeah, but you can't do it with your own nature. You can't look for it. Yeah, obviously. Obviously, if you're looking for it, it's not seen as your own nature. It's seen as something else. Yes. That's the beauty of this message. It giveth nothing, and it keeps on giving nothing. And well, so yeah. Well, welcome for another lovely day of us inspiring affirmations, cultivated by 30 years of trying and failing. Don't give up. Just keep singing that Peter Gabriel song. Don't give up. Yeah, give up, really. Don't give up. The great news is you're not that which won't give up. Yeah. Or you're not that says it gave up, but it took it back. And he's going to give up again. Uh, you're not that. You're not that anything, if you're not that can be perceived. Yeah. As that simple statement is, whatever can be perceived cannot be that which is perceiving. Yeah. I'm not trying to see Kathleen as a body. I see it. Yeah. Yeah. It's right there under a big tree. Yeah. So she's out. She's out. She's out completely. Zoe Banks out. Annette out. Yeah. Why? Well, I got this little non-duality ruler, tiny little thing, which is pull it out. Whatever can be perceived cannot be that which is perceiving. All right, put it back. Now, I don't know what happens after that. Yeah, you'll have to find out. But uh, I truly believe that the whole mental system cannot get it. It's not because you have been deprived of the message or you weren't from a religious background. It cannot get it. It cannot. Yeah. And that's the great news. What a relief for it, actually, also. Yeah. The head, I don't think the body likes 24-hour surveillance. I really doesn't, you know. The constantly have thoughts about itself. And you see why people are led to drink. They want some relief. They really want relief from something, but unfortunately, they're trying to get relief as something. Yeah. The feeling of wanting relief is valid. It's just the methodologies, I think, are questionable. Yes? Yeah, yeah. So a clear understanding, you would see that the freedom is from something. The unclear understanding is seeking for a freedom as that something. Yeah, yeah. A good understanding would be go right to the idea of the thinker instead of trying to go through the giant, flock of thoughts. Yeah. Just go to the thinker. That's where the meaning gets distributed from. Yeah. Go to the doer instead of all the doing. And then making, all right, this is unworthy to be done. This is unworthy to be done. Yeah. Just go to the idea of the doer. Yeah. The great masters aren't arguing. They say events happen and deeds are done. Yeah. So doing is happening. They're not arguing that. And events occur. This dreaming is an event and it's occurring. Yeah. But it says very clearly, events happen, deeds are done, but there's no individual doer thereof. That's super clear, isn't it? So negation is very powerful, but if it's pointed at the wrong thing, it prolongs stuff instead of negating it. Yeah. So negation is surgical in its way. It's there is no doing. It's saying there's not a personal doer. That's all. That's the target. Yeah. Just like in AA, the promise of AA in a way is to say you will be restored to sanity concerning the insanity that precedes the first drink. Yeah. So if you have reached the point of alcoholism that it is insane to have a drink, there'll be an insanity before that first drink that will say, no, it's going to work this time. And then the person drinks. Yes. And the target of recovery really is to restore you to a sanity concerning that moment, that insanity that precedes the first drink. It could be 20 years of insanity that precedes the first drink, but it's insanity preceding the first drink. This is a target also. They're not targeting doing, hearing, feeling, tasting, touching. They're not saying nothing is happening at all. They're saying there's not a one it's happening to. That's all. So the idea of you is also a happening in the giant event of happening. Yeah. You have not been like fossilized and become a noun. Yeah. And that things happen now to you. No, that is a mental view. Yeah. Rooted in self-centeredness that gets supported by the brain's interpretation of everything. Because the brain, as it says in the Course in Miracles, the brain interprets to the body of which it is a part. It doesn't say why, but it just just declares this event as this is it. The brain, before you have any say in the matter, it's interpreting this whole event to the body of which it is a part. Could you call that self-centeredness? Yes. So the system is centered on this idea of self. Have you ever really seen one? You believe you have when you see a singularity of a body and it has a name, and your head has been whistling that name for maybe a month or 30 years or whatever. And therefore, you believe the body is the verification of being a long-lasting, independent, separate entity. But in fact, it isn't, is it? Because when you die, it seems like the body is still around. Yeah. Even in the deepest belief that you're a body, it leaks out when people go, well, Jim left the mortal coil and on Monday. And then you go to the wake, and there you see Jim as the body in the calf coffin on Tuesday. Yeah. Suddenly, how did that switch? You've been calling the body Jim, and then suddenly some part of the body, which was the bodying, seems to have gone somewhere. Immediately, you drop the whole story of Jim as the body. And then you can't wait to get rid of the body of Jim. Yeah. Oh, I love if Jim would stick around. Get this fucking body out of here. What happened? Yeah. That which was representing uh, the animation wasn't Jim. Yeah. You know, without the animation, Jim's going to have a very bad problem with BO. It's going to start decomposing. Yeah, you can put them in a freezer that may elongate it, but if you take it out of the freezer, it's going to go. Yeah, inevitably. Yeah. So the perceived would be the body. What was perceiving was not the body. The perceiving, I wouldn't like to say left, but the perceiving has vacated the premises. The obviousness that the existing body was truly a non-existing body the whole time. Yeah. The whole time it was a non-existent body. Wouldn't you like that to be corrected now? I mean, literally before the last second, can you imagine if you've been listening to your head all this time and then your head pulls the doozy at the end when you're just getting ready to pass out of it and it tells you you really blew it. And you've been listening to it habitually. Do you think you're going to have a moment of being able to not listen to it at that second? What a way to go. If you get an early jump and you're not listening to it, uh, it will not only prove light being lighter now, it's going to really be it's a nice way of just it's a nice segue, a segue just yeah, yeah. Because obviously the existence of the body doesn't stop, does it? The animation, does it, when the body loses animation, does the animation lose animation? Obviously not. Yeah. So there's really no death to the animating quality. Yeah. So I don't feel the animating quality would have any fear or concern when it was leaving the unanimated thing. Would you? I don't know. I don't feel it like at all. It would be like, you were wearing a suit for, let's say, 8 hours, let's call it 80 years in time, and then you took the suit off. Yeah. Would you be like completely devastated by taking the suit off? No, probably wouldn't. Yeah. So see the thing from the no thing instead of looking for no thing as a thing. Yeah. It's not difficult. You're in a musical chair, little carousel. Yeah. You get up every day. Could be every second. There's a getting up. There's an arising of self and then a departing of self. Yeah. You could land, your little tuchus can land in one seat, and then you get a free sample of seeing where you used to look from. Yeah. And that looking from will continue, but there'll be a removal of attention and interest on it. Yeah. You won't go anywhere. You will still be the emblem of that location, that manufactured point. But what's giving it all the meaning it has, the interest and attention is going to move back. Yeah. All right. And then that which you used to look from, you will see. It's sort of like you've been playing football for like 40 years, thinking it was 100-yard field, and you find out it's a 120-yard field. Yeah. You had no idea that you had more yardage than you thought. You step back, and yet something that you were really emphasizing doesn't get it. Yeah. So Paul has no idea what's going on in those 20 yards, those extra 20 yards. But there's an aspect of you that tips a scale so that some of the interest and attention slides back there. And I feel that's presence. And you feel presence every day. Yeah. If you're not gobbled up by yesterday and tomorrow, one of the things that was lacking with all the yesterday and tomorrow uh, adoration is just a dog shit level presence that I don't even probably appreciate because it's been so normalized. But if it was taken away, you would really, really, really have a sense of it. Yeah. It brings a lightness to what you see. And that can't happen if you're starting from a seer. If you are the thing that's seeing everything else, you're giving a lot of heaviness to every freaking thing else. But this will give a lightness to that idea of the seer. It will. Yeah. And what are you going to, man, relief begets relief. Yeah. No one could describe what it would be like to get relief and then find more relief. It's, and it would be a sin to give a description of it to someone instead of allowing it to be found out. Yeah. 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 Just because you can't see it, it doesn't mean it's not a firm foundation. It's an incredibly firm foundation. Yeah. It's the floor you're always standing on, wherever you are. So this has brought me relief that doesn't have to be maintained. Yeah. What it needs to be is entertained, really. You don't maintain it like a custodian. You entertain it like it's a gift, so to speak. Yeah, yeah. And I think, but in that attitude, uh, it will grow on its. It doesn't grow, but just like you don't, there's not more seeing, but there's seeing more. Yeah. So in a sense, it grows that way. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's sort of like if you were in 50% pure molasses or 100% pure molasses, there would be a difference in like texture, yeah? It would be thicker. Yeah. It's the same amount of molasses, but it's just a thicker version. Yeah. It works, man. It's nice to have it when the body is starting to I was looking at my leg today. It almost looked like one of the skinniest elephant legs you've ever seen. Yeah, when you see those elephants and they've got rings upon rings of skin, my leg looked like that. With the leg I call mine. I was looking down at it and I'm going, I got a feeling cankles are going to occur. So I was just waiting. I said, man, this is some old motherfucking skin going on. I said, I can't be wearing shorts this year. I gotta sort of try to cover this stuff up. I mean, it looked like a super old tree, the rings inside the tree. Jesus Christ. I was in the desert one day, it dried up like Death Valley. I gotta have like a quart of moisturizer put on every half hour just to sustain a little elasticity. What's my biggest bill at the store? Moisturizer. Uh, now, if I was a person, I would never do this. Jesus Christ. Would you do you even want to be a person when you have really no say about the uh, grandfather time proceeding? You go down with the ship knowing you were sinking 30 years ago. You still go down with the ship. You can't get off. You can wear long pants, long sleeve shirts. Jeez, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's been a really nice relief. Yeah. It's a relief that it's not like a relief that rushes up to you after there's been agitation. It's a deeper type of relief. Yeah. Agitation happens in this relief. It does. It just doesn't have as many gyrations and it just doesn't have the wind that it captures in its sail to go too far. It just doesn't. Yeah. And now I know with Amelia, if I get angry about something, I just tell her, "Don't talk with me for an hour or two. All will be well." Just just like chill. If this too is passing, don't worry. So yeah, if you have any questions, I just will share how I've seen it, how it's gone. Yeah, how things I feel, I saw things were reported. Observations were given, they were reported, they were loosely typed down, and we can proceed to share them. And maybe it will fit what's happening where you are. Yes? Yeah. But the basis I feel of non-duality would be the assertion that being ourselves reality, the greatest mystery is reality wanting to attain reality. You don't have to go any farther than that. Just dwell on that. Yeah. And then if you get over that, man, whatever can be perceived cannot be perceiving. Yes. Can't use the Buddha to seek the Buddha. Yeah. The seeker is the sought. So forget about all the seeking and all the sorts. The seeker is the sought. Yeah. All these things, they're not meant to be chanted, but you introduce them and see how the water changes, how it goes in another direction. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then we are here. This is like our little refuge, satsang. You can come here, and it's actually recorded, so it's going to go. Yeah. When I get my 130th elephant ring and I pass away, it'll be you know, you can, after you've gone to everyone else, you can go to Zen Bitch Lab, see what was going on there. Remember, the first shall be last, and the last is probably first, actually. We've only been promising you nothing since the beginning. We have never broken that promise, I don't feel. Yeah. Over the years, you tell me, if you listened to me 20 years ago, it's the same as now. Nothing's changed. I wish it would have, really. You know? I mean, it's like being an old country music star. I've only had one hit record, and I play it for 60 years. I just go on rodeo tours and same freaking thing. But for some reason, this is a joy to keep playing this one. Yeah. It never gets uh it never gets monotonous. It really doesn't. It's a trip, but it's basically the same tune. Yeah, because it ended things. It ended seeking. Yeah. On this specific target. It's not talking about, oh, I stopped seeking relief from my tumor or my, you know, that's to me is a misunderstanding. Yes? Yes. There's plenty of seeking when what needs you have are also outside of your control, which this is the whole setup of the action figure, isn't it? It has a built-in anxiety because you need stuff that's not readily available. Yeah. And other things can get in between you and what you need. Yeah. And it triggers the whole agitation, goes on and on and on. Yeah. We're not self-contained, obviously. There's a whole lot of reliance, and we're relying, it's not a we, it's not an I, it's just something relies on the head to navigate through this stuff when the head's in cahoots with it. Yes. In other words, the head has an uncle that's going to sell you the tire after the head tells you to drive over the glass. So you drive over the glass, you get a tire. Oh, I have an idea. Go to Uncle Moe's and get, and then so on and so forth. Yeah, it just keeps on keeping on. Yeah. And then when you do get your needs met, it's not enough because now a whole slew of wants are seen as needs. Yeah. They're still wants, but they're seen as needs. If you don't get them, you react as if a need was taken away, but it isn't. It's a want. Yeah. So wants and needs get all mixed up, and then the head basically says, "Hey, listen, you may want to look like a saint. You want to sort of be nice occasionally, but really, there is an end and it justifies all the means. Yeah. You got to get what you need and what you want and really fuck them all. Yeah. Yeah. And it's never enough. Yes, is it? Has it ever been enough? I have never seen a person reach Satori, complete satisfaction shooting cocaine. Never. You could shoot the best coke, which I have, and have the exact perfect setting, and you still want more in about 5 minutes. The desire is just generates itself again. Desire, 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 desire. Yes. And of course, along while you want loving to get something, you hate other stuff. Yeah. That's how you see. I want this, I don't want that. And then what you try to push away seems to stubbornly come over all the time. And what you're seeking to bring closer seems to run away a lot. Yes. And then you just look left or right and you you hope you see somebody that's worse off for you so you can feel better about yourself. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. If self was real, it would have a real condition. It doesn't, does it? Its condition comes from other conditions. Yes? And the belief is for me to have a good condition, I have to have this go this way, that go this way. So its condition is completely based on other conditions. That is not the state of what we are. It, like they say in spirituality, it's the unconditional. Yes. So the condition that we are is not dependent on any other conditions. Yeah. To be the condition that we are. The condition that we are is not dependent on any other conditions to be the condition that we are. Yeah. As old master would say, that condition outshines all circumstances and situations. Yeah. You tell me about the conditions of this world. Yeah. The condition of your house is dependent on other conditions. Yes. Look at those people in Malibu. I've driven down Highway 1 many, many times this life. And all those houses on Malibu, the beach, yeah, they were not a conditionless condition. They had a lot of reliance on conditions. Those conditions change as they will, and bye-bye. Yeah, they didn't stand a chance. And maybe it was really important for them to be standing the next day because they were going to have a big party, but it didn't matter. Yeah, because life showed up and did what it did. Probably very inconvenient for a lot of people that that happened, but life doesn't give a shit. Yeah, the wind went a certain way, it got hot, bammo. Yeah. We have no idea what it's like to rest in a conditionless condition as the action figure. None whatsoever. All the all the all the peace in these events are controlled and managed. You give your phone away, they make the food, they usually have a nice setting, you got a bed you sleep in. Yes, they're managing the condition. And then when they produce it after a octave sound of going towards heavy metal will just smash it in the yes, that's not that's not an all-terrain vehicle. Uh, that's not it. That's not it. If something is conditional, it's not unconditional. Yeah. If the peace is manufactured, it isn't the peace that passeth all understanding. It isn't. Yeah. None of us are connoisseurs of the real peace. None of us. Because what's being looked out first and foremost is trying to manage the condition that we want to be stabilized, which it cannot stabilize. It's the wet dream of spiritual seekers. Yeah. They want a spiritual experience to stabilize on an unstable condition. Yeah. Can't work. Can't happen. Great. That's great to know, isn't it? It's great to know it can happen. So all that hope that's just draining your interest account and interest and attention account can be closed. Yeah. And maybe the interest and attention will benefit your day instead of enslave it. Yeah. Yeah. You're never going to get it. Hallelujah. You're not going to experience it. Hallelujah. You're not going to bring it into this dream, and you're not going to take it out of this dream. I feel it's a great relief, yeah. If the seeking stops, you see the seeker as the emperor with no clothes. The clothes of the seeker is seeking. That is the clothes of the emperor of seeking is seeking the clothes. That's what it wears. Yes. If you stop wearing its clothes, you'll see the emperor has no clothes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's Michael Clark. You look like you're sitting for a portrait, Michael, right there. Like you're a ex-CEO of a corporation. That's very good. I like that. Mike Clark, a short biography. He went to Harvard. He fucking raped and pillaged the people of South America. Very successful businessman. Yeah.
Then they turned on me. The whole thing went south. So
Went south,
yeah,
go into exile. Yeah.
and
Then he started selling arms
and
to other.
you're right. You're right. The relief is so immense from everything having failed miserably that I just can't believe it. And the other thing that I feel relief from is the guilt of not doing enough to get where I thought I was going to go.
Oh, yes, for sure.
The
That's
guilt, because there's an opportunity for guilt every single day, every minute of every day. Oh, I should have meditated longer. I should have started sooner. I should have, you know.
you really should have, Michael.
Yeah,
I
I probably should
wanted to
have.
have a private conversation with you. I'm really super disappointed. You were almost there. You
I,
almost
yeah, that's what I was
you,
thinking about
you
myself
left
all the
before the
time.
miracle happened.
That's what I thought. Now, there are people that started meditating when I did that were much better off than me, I thought.
Of course. Well, you had some impediments. We won't want to talk about that.
Well, attitude for one, but
Yeah, you're a challenged character. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is the relief that passeth all understanding in a sense,
yeah.
because the head cannot understand how you could be in relief unless you got the relief. Yeah.
And the people that I've known for a long time don't understand it either. What happened to you? You know,
Yeah. Oh
what
yeah.
is the deal? You're not as nice as you used to be. That's
No.
one of the things I've heard people say. I don't, you used to be nicer.
Oh.
So,
Well, I never hear that because I was never nice to begin with, ever.
I,
Oh, it's not like you were much nicer. And no, I guess you weren't much nice. You've been pretty steady in your unniceness.
I do, what I do know is the filter's gone now. You
Oh,
know,
good. Yes.
I'm not
Michael
second
Clark
guessing myself.
exposed. Michael Clark exposed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. We're
But
all frauds. We're all bogus.
yeah, and who cares? That's the cool part.
Yes, that's right. Who cares? Yes.
I think
Oh,
Ramesh was right. Who cares?
yes. Well, that idea was given to him. Yes. Free
Yeah,
of charge.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyone else? Kathleen's always happy. Yeah. See, she's just under the tree, minding her own business. Yeah. Zoe Banks. I've only seen Zoe for a short period of time, but she's an unforgettable character. She snuck out of another retreat to visit us and have a coffee. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. We did not report you, Zoe. Yeah, they called me though. They did. And I wouldn't give you up. So, yeah. We got Michael Stacy. He has survived even though he did a terrible thing. He has survived. That's what you'll notice. You keep on going. It's just you thought you should have been killed for it, but you wake up the next morning and you're hungry and fucking get on with it. It's insane. We have Ernie. I don't know where Ernie is. He looks like he's in an industrial kitchen or something. I don't know what's going on there.
I'm in Perth, Paul. I'm with same as Vimal and Arjuna.
Where are you?
Perth.
Oh, Perth. Oh, you are. You know, there's some people that, oh, with Vimal and those. Oh, yes. Oh, great. You're in Fremantle, eh? I went to Perth a number of times. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's very good. Anyone else? Chris Gilmore. He has moved away from that door. Yes. He's got the lighting, though, the strange lighting. Michael Stacy is a man of honor. Just don't cut him off in the road. That's all. Yeah. That ain't that much to ask. Peter Shantz, he's come back with a vengeance. Nice to see you. Here's Vimal and Arjuna. Basically, Fremantle's got the heaviest, represented the most at the meeting today. Fremantle. Alan Olson, James Olson. Yeah, so Wobie Bukowski. I like that name, Wobie. Yeah. I would have if I had kids, one would be Wilby and the other one would have been Wobie. Where's Wobie? I think he's with Wilby. Judy Love, the cascading hair, it's awesome. Shiva, nice to see you. Yeah, yeah. Mia, as always, she's prowling for a car. She's looking for a car. Can't find one. Teresa, we got Vimal and Arjuna. They're definitely they're the every calendar of Zen Bishlap couples. They're going to be January for every calendar year. Yes, it can only go downhill from there. Vimal and Arjuna, very nice. Heather, a magician in residence. Nice to see you. John S. Florida. I've loved seeing John. Even his whole background's gotten lighter since I first met him. Yes. Yeah. Now the plants, when he walks in, don't die. They grow. Yes, came out of the darkness into the light. Yeah. The cat's trying to get out. I'm not letting it in right now. Give me 14 more minutes. You have never, you know the look of a cat when it's upset with you? Yes. Yes. Unbearable. I'll 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 confess to anything if she stops looking at me. And we got Annette. Annette is Annette. Annette. That's all I can say. Anyone else? No, I guess that's it. Well, if anyone has anything they want to share, if not, if you find out what that which you are is after, it can't get before. It's stuck on after. This is stuck on after. It can't, this, if it goes to a before, I guarantee you it was made in after. Yeah. If it arrives at a before, it's phony. It's after. Yeah. There's no you in the before. None. Yeah. I surely wish there was. I really do. The head held on to, there was 1% chance it could be pulled through the eye of the needle through with non-duality. If I just hold on to non-duality, I can get through that hole. But nope. Every time it would hit his head, can't get in. Maybe if I put butter on it, nope, can't get in. Yeah. The Paul that I'm not is destined to be the Paul that is here. Yeah. And when the here that the Paul is in here ends, it'll be like it never happened. There'll be no Paul to remember or regret or forget. Yeah. Because it ends as abruptly as the body will when the animation leaves. Yeah. The head isn't like because it's not a body, it has a delay of leaving. It can make plans to get out of the burning ship. No. The real Paul that you can only recognize as a body will not be recognizable. Yeah. Yes. All right. Well, I'm just rambling on. Yes, rambling on.
Kathleen has her hand up.
All right, Kathleen. I think it's Heather. Oh, both. All right, Kathleen and
Oh,
Heather.
Heather too. Okay. Well, I was just going to be quick and say, lately I've been really appreciating that thing that Michael Clark just talked about of not having any concern for how anything I anything that I do or say has, I don't care. It doesn't like I was just thinking today, I used to do everything based on what I thought other people wanted me to do or I should do. And now I just do whatever I think I should do. And I don't have any concern for that. It's just so freeing. There's just none of that. And I was also thinking, he always brings up who cares, which, was a very powerful message to me. At the same time, I was newly sitting here with you, Paul, and listening to you. And you said, who cares? And I read, who cares? And then what happens for me in that whole exchange is the last answer. So that's why I'm here. You're stuck with me because I don't have any place else to go now. Like, this is it. Here I am. Sorry, but I don't think I'm going to go heading anywhere else.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
That's great. I need you, so it's very nice.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, beautiful. Yes. And Heather, our magician.
Yeah, mine is brief too. I just want to say how much I appreciate your mind tasers. You put out these things that neutralize the animation. I love those, and one of them that I'm really chewing on is you said, the head is like a dog. It understands when the alpha dog of awareness comes in and it huddles off into a corner. Because it understands, the alpha dog of aware consciousness or whatever attention has it usurps it, and I love those, and that's one that I've been really appreciating lately. That was all I wanted to say.
Well, great. Yes. Well, that's in the recovery world because we end up in the action figure dreaming. We end up in a weird position where we've been taken over without knowing it. Yeah. So we can't even turn our will and life over to something else because it's not in our possession as the owner of all things. You're not owning this. Something else has usurped that position. And therefore, and that which you're pleading with doesn't give a shit. The only thing it respects or responds to is other power. Yeah. And at that point, in addiction, you're how you have no power. You're in a dilemma of powerlessness. And so what needs to be introduced is something that has a greater power than that which has taken us over, let's say. And when it does, that little dog masquerading as the big dog reverts right back to the little dog. Yes? Because now the big dog is here and obvious. So that's the thing about the alpha dog. Yeah. And this is more in the action figure world because I really feel the most appropriate generally in the action figure world is not seeking the origin of your misery, but surrender. It's just it's a quicker and you have she's really wanting to come in. She's starting to open the door, one of the two doors. So yeah, so I find like if you had a cursory reading of Ramana Maharshi, you run into it where he basically says there's only two possibilities, which is either you get to the origin of the misery or you surrender, thy will is done. Yeah. And I think they're not exclusive. The action figure, there can be a recognition of the origin of the misery, and yet the pantomime of the action figure will still be successful when it surrenders. Yes? Yeah? Yeah. And I feel it, in the world of dreaming, the surrender has more impact than entertaining the origin of the misery. I just humbly, that's how I see it. Yeah. Or let's just say you're going to get a quicker response of relief because this idea of holding up everything and the managing and the controlling is a very heavy weight to be carrying around a lot. And when that really, it's easier in a sense to see you're not the origin of the misery. Yeah. So, but that's just observation. I don't have any. Wow, she's really something else today. Hold on a second. She's she's trying to burrow through the wall here. As you know, cats, she had an incredible desire to get in. She'll want to go out 3 seconds. Yeah. Incredible desire, as if the in was the end all of everything. She's in here now. I give it like 30 seconds. She'll be looking outside. Yeah. What are you going to do with the mind of a cat? Literally. So here, yeah, that's what I have to share today. And who else? Anyone? If not, we'll start saying goodbye. And surrender is just a recognition of the facts, really. Yeah. Yeah. Shiva, nice to see you. Michael Clark. The lighting is good, Michael, today. You're ready for that CEO portrait. It is good. Yeah.
Working my way up to it.
Yeah, just write the biography. I'm sure it's going to be pretty long.
It'll be too long.
Heather. Kathleen, we're in this together, Kathleen. Judy Love. John S. Zoe. Wabe. Annette. Teresa. Stacy. Michael Stacy. Alan Olson, he's doing the move back and forth. Yes. James Olson, Peter, Mia, Vimal and Arjuna, Ernie. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming. We'll be here. We'll be here tomorrow night. And yeah, remember, satsang really is a refuge where I humbly feel a power greater than ourselves expresses itself through our group conscience. Yeah. Not bad. And yeah, thank you. See you everyone. Nice to see you, Zoe. You're not in Japan now, eh? Yeah, you're in America, yeah? Yeah. All right. See you guys. Thanks.
Thank you, Paul.
Paul, thank you, Michael.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you, Michael.
Thanks, Mike.
Here's my
Thanks,
Thank you,
Paul.
Paul.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Paul.